that seems to have resolved itself.
Well, that's good.
Link. Open Discord. That's not the one I wanted. There we go. Paste. Paste. And paste. There we go. That's all of that. Hello, everyone, and welcome. Apologies if I sound a little bit different or if I'm drawing things a little unusually. I am not currently in my usual setup. So, many apologies in advance.
Did you? Yep. And did you? Yep.
Wait, I thought it was the art fairy. That would be the Lenan Shi. The Caith Shi roughly translates to fairy cat,
And then there's the Kusi.
which is the fairy dog. This is the official art for this species from the encyclopedia. Obviously, we will be doing something different.
We do not appreciate lollies here on this channel.
So, as you can see from the reference mannequin, she will be receiving the adultification treatment.
Getting smacked up with the adult stick.
Repeatedly and aggressively. Until she decides to stop looking creepy. That's something I'm still kind of figuring out. Like, should I take it another step towards human, or should I keep her the same degree of floof? My first thought was, like, what do you propose? Or do you, Felix, have no strong opinions?
As someone who is into the things that I am into, it does not matter to me either way.
I was thinking of keeping the legs the way they are, but
Besides, Caith's teeth don't have much of a snoot anyway.
yeah, they've got a little cat face.
Yeah, they just got, like, their nose sticks out a little bit. And
Yeah, they have a little cat face.
a little kitty.
The legs are going to be an Okay, the back leg is not going to be as bad because that one, the character is already on the balls of their feet. Yeah. I understand that to some they are considered a bit controversial because of snoot. But we shall see where artistic license takes us.
Yeah, Caith's teeth don't have the snoot that much.
Yeah.
Coos teeth
have snoot.
Coos teeth has full snoot.
Yeah, but to be fair, Caith is based off of a cat, and cats do have snootage. Not much. They have a much more blunted snootage, but they have a snoot.
Yeah, one could call it a droop snoot. It's a snoot that droops.
Yeah. But anyway, so
Fucking love that meme.
of course you do. So I still have the. So I was browsing Facebook the other day. By the other day, I mean yesterday. Largely because
Oh
I was
boy.
bored, and it's the best way I've got to keep up with my mom and everyone. And you know how, and occasionally Facebook will send you will put in your feed like advertisements for various applications that they think you might be interested in. Well, that's the thing. The Caith is based on a creature from Celtic mythology, and I actually know the correct pronunciation, largely because I am in fact of Celtic descent.
Yep.
The way it's spelled, the way it's supposed to be spelled. Let me switch off the S.
Yep, we got a
H.
real life artistic Boudica here.
Yeah. Only I'm not redheaded, and and possessed of violent tendencies. The way it's supposed to be spelled, Sidhe, is actually pronounced she. Some people put two E's, some people only do one. Personal preference. She basically means of the fairies, like Banshee is fairy of the of burial mounds, that sort of thing.
So, Kate C is fairy of the cats.
Or well, fey cat, fairy cat, cat of the fey, that sort of thing. What's interesting about them is that they are documented as having a shapeshifting ability. They can be either a beautiful human woman or a black furred cat with a dot of white on its chest, and they can oscillate between these two forms 9 times. Whatever form they are in after go number 9 is the form they are in for an undisclosed amount of time.
Forever!
In some myths, it's forever. For some, it's until a certain seasonal deadline is met. It varies. Very often, Caith were described as mischievous, very sort of trickstery, like most cats. Source: I own a cat.
You own 2 cats.
Yeah. Source: I share a house with 2 cats. And their favorite hobbies are yowling because the food bowl needs to be shaken slightly to hide the bottom. It's like, cat, you have food.
It's cold in my room.
Don't you like the cold?
I love it. I love it so much.
Right. Anyway, so basically a lot of the myths involving the Caith involve them usually tricking or bewitching a mortal man, and then him figuring it out somehow. How he figures it out varies from myth to myth.
I was tricked. By who, I wonder? The cat in the corner? I have no fucking idea. Knocked something off. A shelf? You're a Caith seep! How the fuck did you know that?
Well, most often it's that, so, in the one story I've been told, where it's never explicitly stated, but it's heavily suspected that Caith she is involved, um, a farmer who has had to remarries an attractive young lady,
Mm-hmm.
and around the same time, two things start happening. His daughter from the previous marriage starts getting very, very ill,
Oh
and
no.
the man's chicken coop starts coming under the subject of just getting absolutely hammered. So he does what any self-respecting, confused Celtic man of the time did, and go consult the local slightly dotty old lady who lives in the woods and knows freaky herb shit.
Got a
And
problem? Contact the granny.
yeah, and she says, "Stay up and keep watch over your hen house. You'll know what is dealing with it then." Dude tries and does not succeed for about 3 nights in a row. It's heavily
Okay.
implied that this is because whatever's involved is using some sort of arcane means to put him to sleep, so it can act unimpeded. Yes, basically, of that time when you had a problem that you suspected had the occult involved, you consulted the local witch. And odds are, she had an answer to your problems.
Weird shit's going on. Look to your wife and go, honey, I need to go talk to the village grandma. Not the village grandma!
Moving along. Oh, jeez.
Get to the village grandma's house. Nay, bother.
Right. So, anywho, the so finally use so finally he goes to the witch again, describes his problem. The witch, probably internally just face palming at this man's idiocy, gives him a little charm to wear and says, basically, while you're wearing this, magic can't the whatever magic is putting you to sleep won't put you to sleep.
Pretend to go to sleep, though. That'll lure them into a false sense of security.
Yes, he does so, and he hears the thing rustling around in his henhouse, and he grabs the nearest available bladed instrument.
Which he's a Celtic man, so there's 12 options to pick from.
Yeah, some myths have it being his harvest sickle. It's a variety. So, dude, dude shows up, and he kind of swings open the door to the hen house and takes out sort of shines a light on the subject, as it were. And there, in the in the chicken coop, is the biggest goth cat he's ever seen in his life. He, understandably, freaks the out and slashes at it with his bladed instrument of choice. And actually manages to. And this must be some really freaking sharp instrument. Because the creature was kind of waving at him as like I'm gonna attack you. Just straight up comes off.
Fun!
Giant goth cat neumes out of the area.
Giant fuck off cat goes, zoom, 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 zoom. I want the fuck out of this room.
Pretty much, yeah. Now, here's where the creepy shit happens.
Here's where we get into Junji Ito territory.
Dude turned to watch the giant goth cat just zoom off into the night, and when he turns back around, what he lopped off is no longer a cat paw.
Okay.
It turned into a human hand.
Right.
A lady's human hand, which had a wedding ring on it.
Oh boy.
It's heavily implied that this beast was the same woman he had remarried and was a Cathi, but the myths are never 100% safe for certain.
There's never that scene where they
Yeah, they never actively show a transformation.
Well, no, there's never that moment where he goes back into his house, finds his wife's missing a fucking hand.
Yeah, no, that story's usually reserved for like werewolf shit. Okay, so yeah, the one where the person takes off the limb and then they find later that, oh hey, somebody really unassuming in the village has turned up sans the limb in question. It's usually reserved for werewolf mythos.
Fun.
Technically yes, but it's also very heavily implied that the Cath was being aggressively malicious towards this dude and basically it's implied that there was some pretty heavy duty malice involved in all of this. And I can't draw the... Why do Celtic myths have a low special effects budget? Well, it's not that they have a low special effects budget. It's more that they're more concerned with warning the listener about, hey, this shit be out there, watch yourself, than actually like going into gruesome, gory details about the critter. It'll do. Yeah, they don't really give much description, but then again, a lot of Celtic myths are transcribed from oral tradition. What did he do? So in original Celtic mythology, the Fae just do shit. They don't need a motive. They just do things, generally because they're bored.
Okay.
What's up?
I said okay.
Okay, but yeah, Fae... The original Celtic fairies, they just do things because they feel like doing them. Now I get to try and draw... Pause. This... Oh, Jesus. What?
Oh, nothing.
I'm glad you find this amusing. But yeah, fairy creatures, yeah, I don't I have opinions about the fact that the only, like, fae that seem to have migrated into like pop culture mythos are like the the ones that could easily be played by David Bowie. Mm. The pretty kinda androgynous I don't know what the heck you are type things. Like I don't like that.
Elves.
Yeah, the only ones that got migrated over were the elf folk, and I have thoughts about that. God, that looks weird. That looks so weird. You know what? No.
Hi,
Yes,
Pebble.
yes, Ironcrow. The moral of most lessons: don't fuck with the Fae. They will. You're lucky if you just go batshit.
Hi, Pebbles.
We're just gonna turn that into a kind of straightened out cat paw. Yeah, there's. I tried.
Well, Crow, what happens when the Fae mess with you?
You just kind of have to deal with it, mostly.
No, when the Fae mess with you, you go murk a Fae.
You're more than welcome to try, but there is a chance that just makes it worse. Yeah, just. And the weird thing is, the place you see elves where they are depicted as, like, fey beings is in atrociously creepy, romance novels where it's just like, no, no, this isn't cute. On no planet is this cute. Stop! And yeah, to a degree, if they decide with you, you are kind of in a.
You're SOL, Felix.
Yeah, like, if the Fae decide to with you, that's kind of the long and the short of it. Like, you just have to kind of get used to it. Either move or figure out how to appease them. Or if you've just moved into the house and the Fae there are working with you, politely remind them that you just moved in and have done nothing to them. Because there is a chance they have confused you for the previous owner of the house. Yes, please elaborate. I'm always curious to learn more about mythologies from around the world. Or just grab a. Yeah, in some myths it's either cold forged iron, blessed iron, or just. In some myths, iron in general. But yeah, just. Yeah, Felix, I do think I am gonna go with like human face, but like from knees, but like there'll be the ears, the tail, and from like just a little bit before each limb joint, there's gonna be fur.
Okay.
But yeah, it's just kind of a oh boy. I just the Fey folk in general are very much just a here we go again. Rule number one: do not. But yeah, like let's just cut that off here as some shorts. There we go. Now, time to add the peoply bits. But yeah, it's just like it's like I there is a specific reason I mentioned. Sorry, what? Why is it hard for me to find words right now?
I do not know.
Right. Okay. But yeah, so as I was saying before we got massively distracted, I was browsing Facebook to check up on my family there, and as I'm just kind of browsing, um, I get a ad for a sort of writing repository application. I'm like, okay, this is interesting. And then I look at the sample of writing they gave with it, and I'm just like, nope. That is y'all are creepy. Like it's just kind of a like, okay, whoever wrote this needs to talk to some people. Largely for
Oh.
largely for how they think frickin' romance stories should start. Cause I'll tell you, this ain't it, Chief. Your romance novel should not start with the prospective love interests being screaming a-holes. just stop. Please. Do not. And it's just frustrating because it's like I have a bad feeling about this. Also, why is the protagonist like just always in these like 17 and just a few months shy of 18
Because I want to get away with something more likely.
or like chapter 1 involves the character's 18th birthday. It's like this is kind of creepy. Y'all are creepy. Stop. Don't colleges hand out whistles to girls because of guys like that? I thought this was the Cheshire Cat. Cheshire Cat and Caith are very similar due to their sort of trickstery dispositions. But
oh no, it's you said Tuesday we were doing the Cheshire.
Oh, derp.
She forgot and then rolled for which one she was doing and got the Caith.
Yeah. Tell you what, guys. Tomorrow, since I'm gonna have more free time, I'll do a surprise weekend stream, and it will include the Cheshire Cat. Again, I apologize for my poor functional memory. Yeah, it's just like, no. Just like, as I'm reading the sample, all I'm thinking is just, and some adult in charge should probably be calling the cops right now. Because y'all are weird.
Mm.
Yep. Uh, the reason I will be able to do that is the small human will be going to his grandparents over the weekend. So I will be able to just binge productivity. This is why if when I yeah, always a smart move. And those sort of books are why, because I have, well, son. I I'm doing my best to keep him from absorbing any like creepy messagery, but then again he's like 4 and his favorite things in the world to do involve watching videos of people of like people where you don't see their hands but they're playing with vehicle playing with like little toy fire trucks and stuff like that. So I'm like, I think he's okay for now.
Yep, probably.
Or I'd rather have to bail her out of jail. Yeah. Bail is almost universally cheaper than hospital bills. And therapy.
Yep.
Another thing I have like a massive problem with in a lot of the stories that exist on those novel repository applications is like generally only like one other girl is nice to the female lead, and literally everybody else is a giant bag of dicks. It's kind of weird and a little alarming about the people who are writing it.
Yep.
So, like, there's a character having a tragic backstory and seeing some elements of it, and then there's just like straight up. There is a term for it, but YouTube doesn't like it.
No, no, they don't.
Sorry, it took me a second to find my cursor again. What?
You lost your cursor.
It's like, where'd it go? Kind of wiggles the mouse around a bit. Oh, there it is. Okay. As we were. Yeah, the thing is, though, the female character is always portrayed as having not done anything to deserve this. Or if there is a reason given, it is like the pettiest thing imaginable. Or something they had no active control over. Like in one I saw, like the female character was just being given an absolute hard time because her parents were terrible people, and therefore she must also have to be just lying in wait to be a terrible person. And I'm just like, what is wrong with you people? Y'all need some counseling.
Mm-hmm.
And also, like a lot of the ones involving sort of fictional creatures, it's like that's not how that works. Stop. That one actually varies from story to story, but it's generally like, okay, so the version I saw, this was a story where the primary characters were werewolves, and the female lead's parents, I think they took actions that were to the detriment of the rest of the pack and perished as a result.
Okay.
And the and it was pretty much viewed that the female protag, like, they were just viewed as a ticking time bomb for similar actions strictly due to their parentage. And I'm just sitting there going, okay, so these people are not just jerks, they're idiots too. That's all I needed to know. It's like, first up, any fictional writer who's read anything there is to be read about how wolves actually do know that that's not how that would work. That would go down. Like, no. No, they kept her around for reasons known only to God and to themselves. They were just also colossal bags of dicks. Like, just. No, that's not how this works. Stop that! You do not just automatically assume that a character is going to betray you all simply because that's what her parents did. That's not how anything works, you absolute numbskull. No one, no one in the real world is that much of an idiot. Or if they are, they're not in charge for very long because everyone else realizes, oh, hey, this person's a dumbass. What?
Hearing you go off like this is humorous.
I'm glad you find entertainment in this.
No, you numpty! Fuck off!
It's never. They dance
It's
over.
never over.
The writers, the characters, some characters explicitly state that, other characters heavily imply it. But again, it's just like, stop.
You absolute fool of a took.
It's just, no. If you have concerns that the progeny of someone who betrayed the pack and put you all in danger is going to do the same, You don't keep them around and give them reasons to do that by treating them like shit.
You do not exile Scar's son because he fell in love with your daughter, Simba.
I would say he might have concerns about incest, but then I remembered how lions work. Because technically. Yeah, technically, Scar's kid is Mufasa's is Simba's daughter's uncle, and that's creepy. Like, sure, they're around the same age, but still, that's creepy. But yeah, just if you suspect that the progeny of someone who betrayed you has the potential to do the same, you don't give them a motive.
I have found the best TikTok ever.
Send me a link, I'll look at it later.
It's called Toothless the Puppy. And
Well,
I want to put this out there for everyone. It's a dog who plays D&D.
Well, I mean, forgive me, but don't mind me. My brain is just going, but isn't Toothless like supposed to be a cat? Like,
yeah,
you look at that thing and tell me that's not a cat.
Oh no, Toothless is a kitty. This is Toothless the puppy.
What's the name of the story? I think I blocked memory of it from my brain because I cannot recall the name for the life of me.
Spin, 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 spin. I want to spin to win.
Yeah, it's like my brain just went, no, we are not going to remember this. We are not going to remember that this exists.
Boom, 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 boom. I want a double boom. Then a boomaroom.
Yeah, like, I genuinely cannot remember anything about the story, and I feel really bad about it.
And Susan, it's all good.
Yeah, it's like,
Your brain's going, remember!
yeah, the bits of my brain that govern memory are just kind of going like,
it's in here somewhere. I know it is. God damn it!
Yeah. But yeah, basically it's just everything about the decisions made regarding the fate of this character were just terrible from the offset. It's like, you're dumb. Stop being dumb. There's no way that could have been scheduled for something else. Well, the thing is, Scar was actually in power in The Lion King for a lot longer than we think, mostly because, montage. What? Oh, there we go. We're back. So. Well, good, because I paused it what I was saying when I realized I couldn't find my cursor on screen. Okay, so Scar was probably in power longer than we think. Because we know yeah, Simba went from a freshly weaned cub, like, he had teeth, he was able to run around, but was still under supervision of the Pride, to a fully grown, maned adult. Yeah, it's not It's uncommon, but not unheard of. It's honestly probably a thing you'd only notice after, like, observing the animal for a really long time. Yes. So, and since I'm pretty sure it doesn't take 3 or so years for lions to make babies. And since it seems Simba didn't go the traditional lion route of eating offspring that weren't his when he assumed the throne, it's a kids movie. They weren't going to go full biological accuracy. How was he supposed to know this was going to become a problem? Fair enough. Also, Felix, you might want to turn your mic's volume up. Uh, uh, it might just be that I was talking a lot over you and you were kind of pausing and waiting for me to finish. But anyways, so yeah. Odds are that Kobu's mom, whoever the frick that was, I have. I mean, it's not like they could exile Scar. Scar was hyena poop. It's like, look, if you still align yourself with the person who killed my dad and caused a massive ecological disaster, or well, helped contribute to it, y'all can go away. Yeah. And honestly, given how well the Pride was functioning, that was actually like it's not as dumb a move as it is painted. Yeah, that's just a not gonna win here. Yeah, from what I can tell, the only like big cat Momono aside from the Jinko are fan made. Yeah, not a canon one at any rate. I imagine they'd be very, very industrious because actual lionesses are like, yeah. They are the ones who actually do shit. The dudes take naps. And if somebody shows up to try to take their stuff, then they might do something. They don't even live in jungles. Yeah, the Jinko and the Ocelot. Yes, they are technically based off of big cats, tigers, and jaguars, respectively, but there are no Momono based on lions. On lions specifically. And I should probably put something on this sort of on this bit here so it doesn't look like she's just wearing gloves and stockings. Maybe you need to grab your touchier mic. What? Well, you're taking the top of my head off. Huh. That is odd. I don't think I did. Not on purpose, no. That's weird. Yeah, I have no idea about what's going on with that. Not that I'm aware of. An angry spirit haunting the stream. Wait a sec. I think I know what the problem is. Remember when we were recording Danganronpa and the game's volume was like taking the top of our heads off, so we cranked it like way down low? I turned down the speakers, and that's probably where you're coming through. I never. That's because I'm dealing with audio levels. I think now it's a you thing. Okay. I'm confused. Yes? I could. Felix, it sounds like you're having a nervous breakdown. There is a chance they're trolling you. Maybe. Felix, you sound like you're having a mental breakdown. If I knew, I would. If I knew, I would tell you, but I don't.
You know what? This probably happened when the stream skipped.
Like it just borked your audio.
Yeah. Oh my god.
I will say this. E- e- Felix, you sound like you're having a breakdown.
I am. You can't hear me for shit.
I don't know. I don't know what to do.
Oh, my face hurts.
Yeah, I don't know how to fix it. And even if I did, yeah, basically I have no idea what I'm doing.
We are professionals, I swear to God. Help, she's trapped me in the mirror dimension.
Oh my word.
So exposed now.
I'm glad you're having. I hope you know that I am still picking you up as perfectly loud.
I'm sorry?
No, no, you're not.
No, not.
I do hope this resolves itself because it's deeply annoying.
Oh, this ain't something that's gonna resolve itself. This is something we're gonna need Common for. Common, the IT guy.
The IT guy who, for reasons known only to God, has an NDA.
Hey, we're not allowed to talk about that.
It talking about the existence of an NDA does not invalidate the NDA itself.
Damn it, I hit the wrong fucking... God damn it. This means I can swear as much as I want and no one can get mad about it.
I can still hear you. Perfectly fine.
No, you can't. I would go. Ooh. This is the most fun I've ever had.
I'm
This is amazing.
I'm glad you're enjoying yourself.
I am.
Yeah, we will have to do something about that. What might be the stream? Yeah, there is the potential it's just the stream. There is the potential it's just the streaming software.
This is amazing.
What am I gonna do with you?
All the streams should be like this from now on. Ooh.
I'm glad you're having fun.
Hi, Mumsy.
Again, I state, you're shouting directly in my ear. No, no, you're not.
I am. I'm allowed to be a little sorry.
Here's just hoping we can fix this before the Among Us stream.
I don't want this fixed ever.
Remember, Felix, we're doing recording stuff. We do need. Yeah. I mean, there's already one thing we've recorded where I'm vaguely concerned we're gonna have to, like, redo just because, like, the background audio is so freaking loud I can barely hear you.
Oh, really?
Yeah, when we were doing the Danganronpa recording night before last, I could barely hear you most of the time.
Something might be warped on your end.
Well, the reason I could barely hear you was because the game was so freaking loud.
Yeah. We're gonna get you OBS, and you're gonna learn how to use OBS. We're gonna get some good recording software.
And we will stop having this problem.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. So far, so good. Just gotta color in the ears. And I know exactly how I'm gonna do those. This is based very much off of the insides of cat's ears that I have seen. Yeah, like, I will do my best to get this fixed by tomorrow for the Among Us stream.
I would be the best imposter.
Yes.
How would you tell if I was lying?
Yeah, it's called We Can Barely Hear You. Yeah, once we wrap up the stream, I'm gonna try and figure out what the problem might be here. And the last thing I want to do is
Dun dun. Dun 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 dun.
Felix, I hope you're well aware you are currently taking off the top of my head.
I'm sorry. I'll stop. I'll stop.
It's okay. It's okay.
How many times do people tell you that they literally can't hear you? This is why I shouldn't have deaf friends.
There we go. Now. Yeah, after the stream, I'm gonna try and see what the problem might be. Because
Go back and watch the stream from skip point. You can't hear me.
Yeah, it sounds like it might be the stream then. Because if it were like a technical problem on our end, then it would be present the entire time. Instead of just like an intermittent problem. Yeah, if this were like. There we go. Okay. Now I just gotta do my standard after thingy steps. Duplicate. Merge. Crank down opacity. And move. There we go. Okay. Thank you all very much for coming by, everyone. Apologies about these, like, rampant technical problems. I swear to God, I'm here and I love you. Please, somebody, turn my dryer off. Barely hear me. Yeah. But it could be worse. It very well could be. We could barely hear you. Yeah, that would be a problem. But yeah, at least tomorrow. Yeah, tomorrow we're gonna be back to our usual spots. Assuming assuming the postman actually comes today. Yeah, tomorrow we'll have, and even if he doesn't, the husband should be able to post up down here and wait. Anyways, again, thank you all very much for coming. If you are interested in adopting the Caith, please send me a direct message and I will be more than happy to discuss it with you. Thank you all very much for coming by. Sorry, I shouldn't be laughing. Uh, yep. To answer Stefan's question, usually when I create an adoptable, the person who is adopting her and I have a discussion about what she's going to be named. Anyways, thank you all very much for coming, and I hope to see you all again soon. Bye bye for now!